lot of this, the reason we do this is to help demystify the process. Now, how many people are on their board? How many people on the HOA board? 1, 2. Congratulations and condolences. You have signed up to be on the board for the rest of your life. You will never get off of that board because there'll never be a quorum and there'll never be anyone else elected. And so you have been drafted to serve for the rest of your life on your board.
Be on the board.
Now, if you're on the board, 2 things. The first thing you want to know, how many people we saw the hands for people on the board. Do you know if you have D&O insurance?
They don't. I can tell you right now.
Well, that's a reason
So-
for their dues.
So yeah, so back to you, Jane, right? Why do you have to pay money if there's no clubhouse,
Right.
no pool?
Right.
Typically, you still have shared signage
That's right.
and shared common areas, right? And so because you have shared signage, because you have other common areas, there needs to be a group that pays for the expenses associated with that.
Right.
So then if you are on the board, you want what is called, you want to make sure, the first thing you want to make sure you have, there are 2 things you want, 2 types of insurance you want to have. The first is liability insurance to cover any accident, somebody drowned in the pool, anything might happen, right? Liability for any property that you have, that the association owns. The second thing you want to have, which is just as important, if not more important, is errors and omissions insurance for the directors and officers.
Yes, sir.
So sometimes it's called E&O insurance, sometimes it's called D&O insurance, but it's the same thing. Errors and omissions insurance for directors and officers. Why do you want that? So that if you make a mistake, they can't come take your house. You do not want to be personally liable for any decisions you make as a board member. And so right after you get insurance for the property that the association owns, you want to make sure that there's insurance in place for those serving as directors and officers.
But that's individual, like, if you're on the board, that's something individually? Or
No, the board.
The board collectively,
The
okay.
board buys that, right?
Okay.
Yes, no, it's not, you don't have to incur any individual expense. The board should be incurring the expenses, right?
With the dues?
It comes out of the
With the
dues.
dues. It comes out of the dues.
I've
Yes,
been there,
ma'am.
done that, and I got fought.
Pew, pew.